Okay, we're at 106 Hampshire in the Fountain Crest subdivision. Take a look at the neighborhood here a little bit. So this is the side entrance to Fountain Crest. The main entrance, if you just go right up here just a few houses and take a right, that is the main road that it'll go right up to Rucker Boulevard. And right up here, parallel to this street, is Rucker Boulevard. It's if I went down to this little corner here, you could probably see Rucker Boulevard just up there. And so all in all, you're only a couple of miles to the Fort Novosel gate. This is one of the closest subdivisions. It's not the closest, but it's one of the very closest subdivisions to Post. This house is vacant right now. That's why the grass looks a little bit rough. Then that one's very well manicured, and then the rest look pretty good. We've had a ton of rain the last few days, so a lot of people are trying to catch up on getting their grass cut. And she did tell me that people are coming tomorrow to cut this yard. And it's a little scraggly. It's not bad. This does sit up quite a bit. I don't know how well it shows in the video, but there's a pretty good slope right here. It goes down to the underground utility box, and then this vegetation, there's a drainage ditch just on the other side of that. It's kind of late in the afternoon. Everybody's getting off work and coming by, so the cars are a little noisy. It's a newer air conditioner unit. It's not brand new. I think it did say in the notes what year it was. I can look that back up for you. Huge backyard. We'll see that in a minute. Let's see. It's going in. I believe this was a rental. I'm not 100% sure, but the power's off. And usually what happens is when someone decides to sell, when those tenants leave, it usually takes the seller a few days to get the power turned back in their name. And so we'll have to use the light off my phone. Hopefully it's decent enough. So when you first walk in, you've got a tile floor entryway. You've got two rooms off of your left and right. Living room is straight in front of us. This little area here makes a great office. You've got a very wide doorway here, light and ceiling fan. The LVP flooring in here matches. To our right, I think they want this to, I mean, you can make it whatever you want, but it could make for a great formal living room, or dining room, I mean. But you do have a nice eat-in kitchen area back in the kitchen. So again, this could be used as study area, second living room area, extra office space, whatever you would need, because you do have a pretty nice sized living room in here. You do have an in-floor outlet here. So if you have a couch or love seat or chair and you don't want to run an extension cord across to the outlet over here for power, you can just go right there. There are some bad spots in the flooring. It's really hard to see on video, but right here, right where that light's kind of touching, it's the LVP is, you can tell it's bubbled up a little bit right in that spot. Down this hall, we have our 2 bedrooms and the master plus the guest bathroom. And we'll go that way in just a moment. I'm sorry, the master's here, guest bathrooms, bathroom and bedrooms are that way. You do have an access panel here, a nice white panel on the wall. That is for to get to the plumbing. Again, and I think you can kind of see it in the video, but you see some of the paint here. You can see where they've come in and painted, trying to probably go over where they had something hung on the walls. So it's not the most even color you've ever seen. Again, you can kind of see it here on the video. It's not super easy to see. You do have a coffered ceiling with 6 can lights there. We have a gas fireplace. Same tile floor in the entryway is here in the kitchen. This is that eat-in kitchen area where you can put a table or use this area for whatever you want, but you've got multiple dining options, to include a bar right here that you could absolutely put some bar stools at and use. Lots of counter space. These countertops are just plain old laminate countertops. If you're looking to spice it up or make it flip it a little bit, you could absolutely do some great counter work in here, paint the walls a different color. It would definitely help. So just off of the kitchen is the laundry room. We have our washer and dryer hookups here, some cabinet space up here, exterior window to the side yard, and then a gas water heater in this little closet here. Okay, we'll step into the garage real quick. It is a 2-car garage. There's attic pull down stairs here for storage up in the attic. You do have a control box over here on the side for a sprinkler system. You can kind of see where a seam is kind of pulled apart a little bit over the period of time, but it's just the seam between sheetrock there. You do have shelving in a few places and then a utility sink as well. And you've got a little bit of extra spare tile, it looks like, over in the corner there. All right. I don't want to hurry too much, but I'm trying to make sure we get enough sunlight so we can see everything as good as we possibly can. As we start down the hall here, you're going to have your AC closet here for your air handler. Let's see. I can see a date on there. I know it's in the listing. It says the date on these, but I was trying to see. Sometimes they'll put the date, and sometimes they hide it in the May 19. So 2019 on the, and I'm sure it's the same brand as the one outside. So I guess they replaced them both at the same time. So we get to this little spot and we have bedroom, guest bathroom. We have a slightly different tile in here than we saw in the entryway, but a nice looking tile. And again, you can kind of see brush strokes here where they've painted, definitely cleaned up the paint, but it's very visible, better in person than it is on video, but it's definitely visible that there's a paint difference there. And that's not mold or anything. That is just plain, I think it's just where maybe a shower curtain rod has rubbed the paint a little bit differently. But this is sort of one of those I would kind of recommend painting and freshening it up a little bit, making it all one specific color. All the walls are this orange peel texture wall. It's not like a flat, smooth, typical wall. You can see where they did a patch job right here. A little bit of stain there. Front guest bedroom, not big bedrooms at all. There's a little stain on the floor here. Carpet would be easy and cheap to replace in these rooms, and that's why they have the price reduction that they do, is because of that carpet. You have a nice linen closet here in the hallway. This bedroom's a little bit bigger, and the carpet isn't nearly as bad in here. But again, you can see a little bit better on this video where they've painted, where they've had things hung up. So I would kind of count on having to paint at some point in time. You got a double door closet on that side. All right, we'll swing around here and go to the master bedroom, which is huge. This is a massive amount of space, especially compared to that first bedroom that we saw. You have 6 can lights in the coffered ceiling here. We have a huge walk-in closet here as well. A rack and shelf that goes all the way around. Okay. And the carpet in here doesn't look super bad. I mean, there's a few places where there's some stains, but it might shampoo out. So the master bathroom here, we do have a jetted tub in the corner. Behind the door is another linen closet. Okay. We do have a dual sink vanity with some storage, mirrors, and lights. And this is, yeah, the colors are the phone's trying to adjust for the color here. We do have a single shower here and a toilet around on the side. You can kind of see another seam there. All these seams are straight and level. So it's definitely just where sheetrock, they didn't do either it's just age has pulled them apart a little tiny bit, not enough to even really crack. But all right, that's all the inside. Let's take a quick look at the backyard. There we go. And the backyard, and you can tell it's, whoa, let me get out of that sun. It's flat and level and then goes uphill. So all of this up here is uphill, but you do have a good bit of area here that is still flat and level. We have a double gate entry here. You can see a lot of boards have been replaced and some haven't here and there. So that brace board there needs to kind of get replaced. But this is an absolute huge backyard. The water spout that comes down here is connected to a drain hose that I think they're running out of the yard so that you don't wind up with more water back here, because all of this is going to pour water into this spot. Let's see. But yeah, you've got a little water hose reel here. Single entry gate on this side, but just an absolute huge backyard. All right, let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, just give me a shout.